Chetan. Figures show that the number of suicides of students at IITs have doubled in the last decade. As a former IITian, how worrying do you find this trend to be?
It is, any suicide, Rajdeep, is a worrying or a sad or unfortunate event. And uh, of course, I'm from IIT, but like when an IITian commits suicide, it's almost baffling for the world because these are the people who've kind of won the game, the won at life kind of thing. Like that's the ultimate dream for millions of people in India to make it to an IIT. So to think that someone who's at an IIT could take such a drastic step, it just sends a lot of shockwaves down. And the fact that these numbers are growing is indeed, of course, extremely worrisome. I mean, if this is the state for IITians, it's not IIT, right? It means that even others whose data is not being tracked. I mean, these events. I mean, I don't even like to use the word suicide. I mean, these suicides are rising around the country, and which is very shocking because we live in these times. Yeah.
But Chetan, why do you think it's happening? Is it work pressure? When you were in an IIT all those years ago, did you find that the work pressure got you? Is it competitiveness, the battle for who will be first? From a distance today, after all these years, what do you think is the core problem?
Yeah. So there were a few suicides even during my stay at IIT, which was a long time back. In fact, if you remember the film Three Idiots, the plot points, there are plot points in that film or even in the book, 5 Points a Month, of suicides because I was also shocked. I was at IIT and a couple of suicides happened. And it was largely linked to the pressure. What happens, Rajdeep, is these IITs take top 1% of people in the country, 1, 2%. These are by definition, these are top rankers from around the country. These are people who've come first in their class or maybe first in their school in Meerut, and now they are at IIT. And they were celebrated as the top kid, and that's their identity throughout, that they are the topper. And now they come in a class of 300 toppers. Now someone has to come last. Someone has to come 287th out of 300, and now these were toppers in their towns. So they forget that now I'm in the big sea with swimming with all the sharks. And just the fact that you're surviving IIT is a big deal. You don't have to be number one because everybody cannot be. But for some people, I think it became an identity thing that I just need to get I'm a topper. How can I forget average? How can I be like in the bottom of the class? And I think that led to a lot of like despair, anxiety. That coupled with you left home, you don't have your family around you. So if you are, and a lot of these IITs have been preparing for IIT, so they have no social skills. So some of them can, but a lot of them cannot make friends easily with new people. So they don't have friends. They're sitting alone in their hostel, figuring out what the hell happened to me. Why am I doing so badly relatively in a bunch of extra bright people? And it just becomes a downward spiral. So that's normally how it happens.
It's not just students, of course, the parents, they are going through this trauma. Anything you would tell parents when it comes to guiding students now that counseling centers have also been put in various IITs?
One last thing, if Rajdeep, I know you don't have time. Again, a message through your platform to the parents, guys. Guys, try to talk to your children in a non-judgmental way. Ask them how they are doing, and ask them what they're thinking about their life, their career, things like that. And don't ask them questions like in a way that you are trying to impose an answer. Like like why are you doing badly? Don't say that. Like don't like create that extra pressure on your children. Just let them be supportive. We've all had tough times, bad times. Just say whatever it is, you will come out of it. And I think parents have a very big role. Don't disconnect from your kids. I know it's not easy. Young children do not want to talk to their parents, but I think parents have to like make sure they do check-ins with their kids on how they are doing anywhere they are.
And what's your advice to your fellow IITians? What would you advise them, those who are going through these anxiety issues as they are in IITs? What would you tell them from your experience?
I think even at my time, there was somebody you could talk to, but firstly, it's not, how do I say it? A lot of times mental health issues, the person suffering from mental health issues, not really, some people are very good at self-awareness. So they know I remember you and I, we discuss when we meet separately offline. We discuss our careers and what's going on and are we happy with our lives and what do we want to do for the next 10 years? Is it really working or not? That's called self-awareness. So then if you talk like that, you know what? I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I'm not really enjoying myself. I'm not, but a lot of times people with mental health issues do not even know they have a mental health issue. They just feel it's the end of the world. And through your medium, through your platform, let me just tell to anybody listening, forget if you're from IIT or whatever, anytime it looks like in life that all options are gone, life will never be happy again, this is my only option. That is not the correct way to think because life always improves. At some point, it will improve. And so do not press the delete button yourself. The second thing, Rajdeep, I think why the data is showing that the numbers are increasing is there have been a lot of studies shown that the mobile phone and all the content, social media, attention spans dropping, people cutting communication, using chat to communicate rather than actually using face-to-face communication. All this is leading to some kind of anxiety, mental health issues. Anxiety levels have spiked up. There is a hockey stick like growth. There is an anxious generation, a book, if you can read it, anybody who wants to read it. In the US, especially amongst teenage girls, they showed that the day smartphones came, say 2011, 2012 over there has been a hockey stick type jump in suicides over there. So it's true. A lot of times when people are mental health, they don't go and talk to anyone. What will they do? They'll open their phone, they'll watch Instagram reels, they're watching videos. It's not nourishing. It's like eating junk food, it's not the same as interacting for real. So that is going to lead to make you feel more lonely. You may feel you are interacting on social media and fighting on social media. You are having human interactions. You're not. It's a dangerous game.
Chetan Bhagat, who I spoke to earlier, thanks very much.